Now, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or experienced content creator, there are certain things that you might be doing as a content creator that are literally hindering your growth. And I've seen this countless of times, and sometimes they might not even know that this is actually hindering their overall growth, or probably they might know, but they just decided to fall ignorant. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 mistakes that you might be making as a content creator. Like I mentioned earlier, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or experienced content creator, you might actually fall victim of some of these mistakes. Now, by the time you're done watching this video, first of all, you will not only know, okay, what are these mistakes that I am probably making that is hindering my growth as a content creator, but you will also understand how these things are actually affecting your growth as a content creator. Now, before we get into this video, please kindly give my video a very big thumbs up, okay? Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notification bell, okay? It is very important so that you would know when next I upload amazing and helpful content like this in the future, okay? The first mistake on my book is random posting without a strategy. Random posting without a strategy. Now, this is one mistake that, as a matter of fact, even people that are not beginners to content creation, maybe they've been creating content for like 1 year, 2 years, or even more, they still fall short of this mistake. When I say random posting without a strategy, I mean that scenario where a content creator, or where you might just be pushing out content, you're just posting content because you need to feed the algorithm, you're just posting content because you need to, post something, you need to put something out there. You might not know this is a mistake, but this is actually a mistake that can be hindering your growth. Okay, let's bring it from this angle. So let's take for example that you have a goal to actually launch a digital product, for example, okay, and you already have this at the back of your mind. There are some digital products that maybe in order for you to sell, people need to trust you. Your audience, your viewers needs to trust that, okay, this person actually knows what he or she is saying. If, let's say, you are trying to work on a digital product, and then the type of content you post and what kind of content that will, in one way or the other, position you as an expert in that field, so that you can get people to trust you, you can get people to see that, okay, you are actually an expert. Now, by the time you finally release that digital product, your audience will be like, why should I actually trust this girl or this guy with my money to buy this thing that he or she is selling? Because prior to that launch, that product launch, they do not actually like you don't actually position yourself as an authority, okay, as someone who knows what he or she is saying. So one of the quickest ways to hinder your growth as a content creator is to post randomly without a strategy. Now, what is a content strategy? So a content strategy is what guides you through achieving your goals. So basically, it provides a clear roadmap, or you can say a clear direction from point A to point B of you achieving your goal. Like the example I gave, one of your goal is to like sell your digital product. Your content strategy could come in the place of, okay, if I post, let's say you post like 3 times a week, probably on YouTube, any social media platform basically. So let's say you post at least 3 times a week on your social media platform. Now, when you're drafting out your content strategy, remember that one of your goal, probably for that month or for the next 2 months to come, is to actually position yourself as an authority so that you can sell your product, you can sell your digital product. Now, in that content strategy, you upload 3 times. You could say, okay, 2 videos every week, or 1 video at least every week is going to be content that is going to position you as an authority, content that is going to position you as someone who actually knows what he or she is saying. Having it at the back of your mind that later on the long run, okay, this is actually going to assist you. This is actually going to help you when you finally launch your digital product, or when you finally launch that thing that you're looking to sell. That is one way we can use to explain it. Now, let's use this one that is very, very like popular, one of the most known ways to monetize, which is through brand deals. Now, if you're looking to land more brand deals, then you cannot just be posting anything. Like, literally anything that comes to your head, you just post. No, one of the ways you can go about it rather, and this is why a content strategy is very important. This is the reason why I said random posting without a strategy is one reason that is hindering your overall growth. So let's say your growth or your goal rather is to actually land more brand deals. One of the examples of content you should be posting are content that is going to attract brand. That when brand comes to your page, comes to your social media platform, they'll be like, wow, I really love the way this girl promotes products like this. You need to actually show brands that you can successfully promote their products. That's one way. I know that there are a lot of strategies that you can follow, okay, in terms of you attracting or landing brand deals. But I'm just saying this is one way. Posting content that when brands comes to your page, they'll be like, wow, I really love the way she promoted this other brand's product. I really love the way she talked about this product. I really love the way the way her video quality is. I really love the way just basically the brand being attracted and looking at themselves and be like, wow, if she can do this for other brands or for this brand, she can probably do this for my own brand. So the second mistake you're probably making that is hindering your growth as a content creator is chasing virality and followers count or subscribers count. Now, this is one mistake that quite a lot of content creators make, and I'll be very honest with you that I sometimes fall into that. Yeah, I sometimes make that mistake. And one of the reasons why I understand that one of the reasons why this might be so is because of algorithm. I mean, who does not love it when his or her video is actually performing well beyond the ordinary? Of course, everybody loves that. Everybody wants that. But this can actually hurt your growth. Yes, calm down. I will explain the reason why I said so. Okay, but before I explain the reason why, I want to quickly clear the air that, of course, posting to get more followers or subscribers or posting to get more views, I'm not saying it is a bad thing that you should never do that. No, that's not what I'm saying. As a matter of fact, when you do this kind of action, when you carry out this kind of strategy, you're trying to attain the growth goal. Okay, so this is a growth strategy. When I say growth goal could be, okay, I want to get in more followers. You know, all those people that sometimes they'll be like, oh, by the ending of this year, I want to get to so followers. By the ending of this thing, I want to get to so followers. I want to increase my video views. Yes, that is a growth goal. But it is very important that even if you want to do this, you have to do this strategically. You have to do this strategically. Now, here's where the mistake now comes into play. And number one is focusing on only virality. That is bringing in more audience. Two, failing to nurture your already existing audience with a community building strategy. And three, still chasing virality even when you're looking to sell something. And this is even a whole lot. Like, even if normally this content creator does not really care about this aspect of virality, but most times they can actually fall into the trap of chasing virality because they want to sell something. So if your goal is to just chase virality, okay, let my digital products, for example, go to the eyes of more people, millions of people. Now, when you do that thing, you are actually attracting the wrong audience, the wrong customers. Now, when you attract wrong customers, you end up not even achieving that amount or that goal of sales that you're trying to reach. The reason why is because the audiences that you have attracted, fine, your videos are going viral, your channel is going viral, you're running ads to literally every single person in this planet Earth, which is another mistake that this video, I'm sorry, I won't be able to dive into. But what I'm trying to explain is that when you have attracted all those audiences, because they are not actually interested in buying your product, they will just come and watch the video and they will not buy. Now, here are some cons or side effects of chasing virality and followers count. The first one is poor community engagement. Now, if you're only creating content for views, if you're only creating content so that it will be going viral and viral and viral, like the only strategy that you literally have is strategy to go viral. You don't have any strategy to nurture your already existing audience. You end up just packing followers that it will be so difficult for them to come to connect with you, because you don't actually come down to create nurturing content. You don't come down to create community building content. Now, another con or side effect is poor retention of returning viewers, and these are the set of people that will actually trust you, learn to trust you over time, and when they trust you, they'll be able to buy from you or patronize you or even push you forward, support you. Another con to chasing virality is that it can distract you from you bringing in sustainable value. Now, when you're distracted from bringing in sustainable value, people, your audience or people who watches your video will not really understand or know what you stand for. As a content creator, have you ever noticed or experienced that probably one of your videos actually went viral and then a lot of people just started following you? I've noticed that, okay, and that was majorly on TikTok, that when some of my videos goes viral, it just brings in a lot of followers. Like, I have noticed that some viewers are fond of, once they just see a video pop on their page, they follow. Once they see a video pop on their For You page, they follow. They just follow. They don't even care to really understand, okay, what's this person talking about? What's this person post all about? Like, they're just basically following. And in the long run, when you start posting more content and the algorithm is trying to push your content to your already existing followers, they will not even be interested. When they see you, they just scroll up. Ungwanu, unfollow me now. They will not unfollow. By the grace of God, if some of them even end up unfollowing. So what I'm trying to explain in essence here is that chasing virality, especially when you're not doing it with a strategy, if your only goal is to chase virality and to bring in more subscribers, this can actually end up bringing you or attracting the wrong audience on your social media platform. So here are just some few ways chasing virality or follower count can actually hinder your overall growth. Like I mentioned earlier, that this is not a bad thing, but it only becomes a mistake or something that is not advisable when you do it without a strategy. You can always bring this into your strategy and bring in other goals like community building goal or community building strategy, sales strategy, other thing, instead of making the basis of your page, of your social media platform to just be going viral. Now, another one is poor or zero personality or originality. Basically, copy and paste. When I say zero personality or no originality, I mean, take for example, and this is something that I have seen countless time, or both on YouTube, most especially on YouTube, that one creator is going to create a content like this, then another creator or probably another creator will just come and copy it word for word, copy the same title, the same thumbnail, the same intro, the same bullet points, the same everything, the same outro, even the same way the person is talking. You literally don't have an identity of your own. Like this. First of all, one question I want to ask people that does this is that if you only do copy and paste, you love doing copy, then why are you a content creator? Like, do you actually understand what content creator means? A creative. You're not actually being creative. So why are you attaching that name, content creator, to you? Because you're not being creative. There's no how you can tell me that copy paste is creativity, because it is not. In that angle, where creativity comes into play is, okay, I'm drawing inspiration. You're trying to draw inspiration from me. I'm trying to draw inspiration from another content creator. Now, when I draw in inspiration, I bring in my other knowledge and I say it in a unique way for me. in a unique way to me, how me I will personally pass across that information rather than copying and pasting everything. That is where creativity actually comes into play, and not copy and paste. Now here is another way this can actually be hindering your growth, and that is by the time your audience gets to understand that all you do is copy and paste. Trust me when I tell you that they are going to lose trust in you. They are going to lose trust in everything you stand for. And it will be so difficult for you to take, for example, sell, most especially even sell to them. Because they might feel like this one that loves copying and pasting, this one that does not even have any originality of her own, this one that does not even lack personality of her own. How am I sure that this thing that she's trying to sell to us, she did not go and steal another person's idea? Or probably it's not AI that just wrote it word for word for her. And then she's putting it in our face, saying that, oh, I need to buy this. You have to buy this. So what I'm trying to explain in essence, okay, I'm sorry to sound very harsh, but trust me, I'm not being harsh, okay? In a calm way, as calm as possible. If you know that you are the kind of person that all you do is copy and paste other creator, please stop it. Because you might not see the damage right now, but in the long run, you will see the damage. Most especially when more people have. Don't think your viewers don't have sense. Like, don't think they are not smart. They are actually smart. By the time they get to understand that you don't have an originality of your own, that all you do is just to copy another creator, they will lose trust in you. And trust me, you do not want that scenario. You too, you know that it will be very difficult for you to actually build a sustainable relationship or friendship with someone that you don't actually trust. And that's the same way it goes with content creation. Now, another mistake, which I think is the fourth one, is niche confusion. Niche confusion. First of all, I want to say this one. For this particular point, I will not actually get it towards beginners. The reason why I'm saying this is, as a beginner content creator, most of the time you don't even know what you actually want to talk about. Now, I do not want this to in any way hinder you from starting content creation. Okay, just start posting. Later down the road, you're actually going to figure out what you love and what you don't love. So that aside, I am actually saying this for people that has already been in the game of content creator for quite a long time now. They already know the basics. They are literally no more beginners. Okay, now if you're in this stage and you still just, this one even ties back to random posting, okay, but this one is in the aspect of any niche. Today you're posting about this niche, the next day this niche, and the worst part of it is that everything is too afar. Everything, like, it's not even connecting. Today you're posting about business tip or finance tip, the next day you're posting about cooking recipe, how to cook jollof rice and fried rice. How is cooking recipe and business related? How? But if, for example, today you post about business and then the next day you post about content creation, they are still in one way or the other related. If you don't know, okay, here is it. As a content creator, you're a business owner. If you don't have this, probably I should even make this another. You know what? This is another mistake, but I will not dive deep to explain this. But the mistake is following content creation without a business mindset. Yes, that's the mistake. Following content creation without a business mindset. So before we digress, okay, let's come back to what I was talking about. So I was trying to explain that content creation and business are kind of related. And the reason why is because as a content creator, you're also a business owner. This thing you're doing, creating content, don't you know it's a business? Yeah, it is a business. If you don't know, it is a business. By the time, let me not even go forward to explain, but it is a business. Now, for business owners, how is business, being a business owner related to content creation? And this one now comes into the aspect of businesses that runs online. Content creation is majorly done online. So for businesses that runs online, you need a content creator, you need an influencer, you need to post your page on social media. Okay, that is, even if you don't even want to hire a content creator and influencer, The things you're going to post on your page as a business owner, don't you know is content? And don't you know you're going to create, like, it's all up, it falls under content creation? So yeah. Have you seen, even if they are probably two different things, but they are still related? Content creation and the business niche, they are still interrelated. But food and business niche, how? How is it related? So what I'm trying to explain is that with niche confusion, you confuse, you yourself gets confused. Number two, your audience gets confused. Number three, brands or potential brands gets confused. Number four, the algorithm gets confused. Most especially the YouTube algorithm, they get confused. So you see these four things, confusion dey everywhere, don't scatter. And you know what happens where there is too much of confusion? You don't know what you're even doing. Your followers don't even know what you are posting. Brands don't even understand what this person is all about. The algorithm today, they are like, today you are posting this one, the next day you are posting, oh my beg, I don't shut down, I don't tire for you. And you will now end up hindering and suppressing your growth, your channel growth or your social media platform growth. So have you seen how this is not good? This is a very big mistake. So rather, what I want you to do is to understand what niche you want to create content on. I've given an example. If you love business niche, you love content creation niche, like me, I am pairing the both of them together, baby, because they relate to each other. And then another one I'm pairing together is digital marketing, because they relate to each other. Content creation is digital marketing. Digital marketing literally means anything marketing online. That's just a simple meaning. Marketing online. As a content creator, you're marketing yourself online. This is YouTube, so it's online. As a business owner that wants to operate online, you're also marketing yourself online. So the next mistake you're probably making that is hindering your growth as a content creator is waiting for the perfect timing. I found out that it is majorly beginners that makes this mistake, and the reason why is because some beginners to content creation might actually be waiting for the perfect, the timing. When is the perfect content idea? When they are going to get, the best equipment, when they are going to get ring lights, when they are going to get the best phone, when they are going to get the best microphone, when they are going to get the best idea, when they are going to get, the best way to go about it, or even when they are going to be so good as regards editing video. It even goes down to that. These are some excuses some beginner content creators might be making that will be hindering their overall growth, or will be hindering them from even starting content creation. Now, whether you're a beginner or you're not a beginner, as long as you fall into this, then I am here to let you know that this is actually hindering your overall growth. Here's one reason why I said that. So let's say you have started creating content. You create content from time to time. Now, because sometimes you fall into this mistake of, okay, I have it at the back of my mind to get this, so let me wait. I've not actually gotten a good content idea, so let me wait. I've not really known how to, perfect my video editing skill, so let me wait. Now, when you're waiting, you're literally telling the social media algorithm, take for example, YouTube algorithm, that you are inconsistent. So basically, you are literally showing off inconsistency. Now, inconsistency on social media can actually affect your growth. It can actually make it seem like the algorithm is punishing you, and that's because you are not being consistent. And the reason why you're not being consistent is because every small thing you're waiting for the perfect timing, and when that perfect timing does not come, you end up not creating content again for that week, or even for the whole of that month. You end up not posting content again for the whole of that month, and then next month again you show up because the perfect timing have come. You don't know that long down the road you are actually messing up, like the algorithm is being messed up. Like long down the road you are actually pushing your viewers to another creator, because anytime they come to your page to want to check you out, they don't see you, and then YouTube now end up replacing you with another creator. That's another way you're literally hindering your growth. And even this inconsistency issue, when brand comes to your page, they'll be like, this creator that has not even posted for a month, what's going on? Today she will show up. The next 3 months, she's nowhere to be found. You're making it difficult for brands to actually trust you, to actually say that, okay, I want to work with this person. And all these things, all these, all these side effects are just seeming like they're just coming out because you have chosen to run content creation based on waiting for the perfect timing. And that's the reason why I mentioned earlier before that content creation is a business. Now, if you're running a physical business and you're only waiting for the perfect time, the perfect day, whenever you feel like it, that cannot even be another, aspect of perfect timing. You say, oh no, I'm not going to edit my video today because I don't feel like it. I'm not going to film video today because I don't feel like it. I'm not going to post today because I don't feel like it. I'm not going to show up today because I don't feel like it. Now, when you do this with your physical business, maybe you understand. Maybe you run a physical business, a shop, physical shop. That's what I mean. But you understand that in the long run, you begin to lose your customers because when they come to your shop to buy something and you're not there, they will end up not even coming again. And in the long run, you have started losing your customers. That's the same way it goes with content creation. And that's the reason why I said, and I'll repeat it again, that content creation is a business. It is a business. Whether you like it or not, it is a business. Okay? So these are just some mistakes that you are probably making as a content creator that is hindering your overall growth. And I hope that as you've already watched this video, you make a conscious decision and effort to stop making this mistake. And most especially, if you don't have a content strategy, go create a clear content strategy and understand your goal. You can only create a strategy, a content strategy, when you have a clear goal. So the first thing is, what is your goal as a content creator? If you don't have a goal, then why do you need a strategy? Because a strategy, like I mentioned earlier, is what will direct you in the direction, or what will direct you from point A, that's the actions you're going to take, to point B, that is attaining your goal. So the end point, the end result of a content strategy, a social media strategy, is to help you attain your goal as a content creator. Okay, but that will be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found a lot of value from this video, and if you did, please ensure you give my video a very big thumbs up. Okay, please like my video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the post notification bell, very important, so you'll be notified when next I upload amazing and helpful content like this in the future. But for the meantime, here's a video YouTube thinks you would personally love. So guys, I will see you in this video over here.